Hi everyone, welcome to Updawg-Yoga. My name is Emily. Today we're going to work on Dolphin Pose. And if you're not sure what that is, don't worry. We're going to do that at the end. We have a whole bunch of poses to do. And I just love how yoga makes me feel relaxed and fully awake. So let's take this moment to get fully awake in child's pose. Okay, so the most important part of this practice is your breath. So start on your hands and knees. Bring your big toes together to touch. Bring your knees as wide as your mat and sink your hips to your heels. You can reach your arms forward, and then all you have to do while you're here is breathe. Slow, deep breath in. Long, deep breath out. We'll just take 10 breaths here. If your face feels smushed, feel free to just have a seat and breathe as well. Deep breath in. Slow, deep breath out. And then take longer here if you'd like. Otherwise, come up to your hands and knees and do some shoulder flossing. So as you drop your belly, keep the rest of your body where it is, and then press your upper back towards the ceiling. So go up and down just with your upper back. It's like you're flossing your shoulders. You can take this slowly. And then come back to a neutral spine. Inhale, drop your belly, let your spine go saddle back, look forward, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Round your spine, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, cat pose or cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. 3 more times. Come back to a neutral spine. Walk your hands forward, tuck your toes under. Press back into downward facing dog. So bring your feet as wide as your mat. Look to your knees or your navel. Relax your head and pedal out your legs. Bend one knee, bend the other. Go back and forth. You can also wiggle your hips, or I like to pivot on the edges of my feet. And then look forward towards your hands. Walk your feet to your hands. Bring your feet wide. Grab your elbows and hang. Gently sway side to side. Remember to breathe. And then drop your arms down. Bend your knees. Slowly roll yourself up to standing. So let your head be the last thing to lift. We'll take a moment to stand tall and ground. So you can bring your big toes together, hands in prayer, close your eyes, deep breath in through your nose. Slow, deep breath out through your nose. All right, this time we'll move into some sun salutations. So anytime you need to come back to this just standing tall and breathing, like as a resting posture, feel free to take as long as you need, or have a seat and take as long as you need, and then meet us back wherever we're at. So stand on your mat. We're gonna face either way both times, so make sure you have a wall towards the end of class. Inhale, mountain pose, stretch your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, hinge from your hips, and try to touch your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. You'll put your hands on your shins or your thighs, and exhale, fold. This time, bring your hands down, step your left foot back into a lunge. Your right foot is forward. Lean forward, look forward, inhale. Exhale, plank. Plant your palms, step your right foot back. Inhale, shift forward. So use your tippy toes to shift forward past your wrists. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Lower halfway and hover. You can also do this on your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Point your toes into your mat, lift your thighs. Look forward, smile. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips. Relax your head. 3 big breaths here. So spread your fingers wide, draw your belly in. And we're gonna try it again, just on the other side. So look forward to your hands. Step your right foot in between your hands. So if it doesn't make it, like it makes it halfway, grab your foot, place it there. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot to meet your right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms out. Hey, back where we started. Exhale, forward fold, come back down and reach for your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back into a lunge so that your left foot is forward this time. So shimmy it way back. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Plant your palms, step your left foot back. Inhale, shift forward. So tippy toes again. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Point your left toes into your mat and then your right toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press back. 3 big breaths here again. All right, so we'll step forward again. Look forward to your hands. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot meets your left foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, mountain pose, reach out. Exhale, forward fold, touch your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot back into a lunge. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga. So hug your elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. 3 big breaths here again. And bring your hands and feet as wide as your mat. Look to your knees, press the floor away. And then look forward. Step your right foot in between your hands. So place there. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Hey. Exhale, forward fold. Come right back down, touch your toes again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, step your right foot back into a lunge. Inhale, look forward. Lean forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Hands down. Shift back and forward. Inhale, upward facing dog. Point your left toes into your mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 big breaths here again. You're also welcome to wiggle around. Look forward. Step your left foot in between your hands. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up, draw your belly in so it's like a small back bend. Look up. Exhale, forward fold. Touch your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. So either foot, or you can try to jump back either into plank or into full chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 big breaths here. And then lower down to your hands and knees. This time come into puppy dog pose. So you can bring your feet into your mat, bring your forearms down, rest your forehead on your mat. Shift your hips back like child's pose, but your hips are still in the air. So you'll feel a stretch in your shoulders. For a deeper stretch, you can rest on your chin, look towards the top of your mat. And then come up from your hands and knees. You can have a seat on your heels. Of course, if this hurts, just take like a seated cross-legged position, or even sit in a chair. We're just gonna rest for a moment. Okay, reach your right arm over your head, bend your elbow, and use your left hand to press your arm down your back. So rather than leaning forward, try to sit up tall so you can feel a stretch in your right tricep, the back of your arm. Deep breath in, deep breath out. So breathe here. And if you're really bendy or really flexible, you might be able to reach back with your left hand and see if your hands touch. Mine are just not going to touch today. That's okay. If they do touch, you can pull your elbows apart. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We're just meant to slow down here. And then release your right arm. Swing your right arm across and give it a gentle press. So slow deep breath in and long deep breath out. And then release and take this on the other side. You'll reach your left arm up, bend your elbow, and use your right hand to press your left arm down your back. So sit up tall, breathe here. Make sure your head is over your heart. And if your front ribs, your lowest sweating ribs are jutting forward, you can try to pull them back in so you have good posture here. It's also a nice stretch for the top of your feet. I know I can feel it now. If you want to reach back and see if your hands touch. Sometimes one side is a little bit easier than the other. That's totally normal. It happens with time, or if you lift weights or not lift weights for a while, sometimes it's hard to reach your hands, and then it'll come back to you randomly. So reach your left arm across your chest and breathe here. The point is, just let go of judgments on yourself. Just be in the moment. Be with your breath. And then release your arm. This time we're going to go back to downward facing dog to move on to sun B or sun salutation B. Just one round from downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose this time. Bend your knees, sink your hips down into a chair. So either your feet are hip distance apart or big toes are touching. Sink your hips down like you're going to squat really low and reach your arms up. Deep breath in, deep breath out. So you can look down or hands together, look to your thumbs. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, hands to your hearts. Take a moment here, just one breath. Or as many as you need. Let's try chair pose one more time. Inhale, chair pose. Sit down into a chair, reach up. And breathe, so try to sit low or squat low. Look to your thumbs. Inhale. Whoa. Exhale, forward fold, come back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. So option 2, jump into your plank or chaturanga, or just step back. I'm going to try to jump. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, low lunge. So right foot in between your hands. Inhale, warrior one. Ground your left heel down. So your left big toes towards the upper left corner of your mat. Pull my shirt down. Inhale, reach your arms up. 5 big breaths here this time. So bend your right knee, straighten your left leg, pull your belly in. Breath in, breath out. Focus your gaze on one spot. Maybe hands together, look to your thumbs. Inhale. And exhale, chaturanga. My hands down. Option to float your right leg as you lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Side 2, inhale, lift your left leg up. And exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one, so right heel down, come up and breathe. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg, pull your belly in. So your gaze is focused on one spot or hands together, look to your thumbs. It might throw off your balance. Okay, inhale and exhale, chaturanga. Option to float your left leg this time. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And lower down. Sip some water if you have nearby. Take a few more resting breaths. And we'll move on to crunches just to make sure our core is strong before we get into dolphin pose. So lean to one side. Swing your feet forward. Lie on your back. And as you lie on your back, we'll take eagle crunches. So your knees are bent. Cross your right leg on top of your left leg. Reach your arms up, bend your elbows, hook your right elbow underneath your left elbow. So hands together, hands to your shoulders, press your low back down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, crunch. Elbows and knees together. Inhale, reach your arms and your legs in opposite directions. Exhale, crunch. 8 more. So exhale through your mouth. Press your low back into your mat, especially you crunch. Last 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Nice job. Release your arms and your legs. Relax your abs. And rest. Excuse me. And then try this on the other side. Bend your knees. Cross your left leg on top of your right leg. Reach your arms up, bend your elbows, and your left arm hooks underneath your right arm. So either hands together, hands to your shoulders, press your low back down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, crunch. And then just move with your breath. So low back stays grounded. This is 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your arms, release your legs, relax your abs. And then your choice, either roll to your side and come into forearm plank, or you can rock up and down and come into forearm plank. So I'll show you both ways, like this, just hands underneath your knees, rock up and down, and you'll swing your legs back into forearm plank. The other way, hold to one side, or you can just roll over. I'm just gonna roll over. And from forearm plank, on your hands and knees, bring your elbows where your hands go under your shoulders. Step your feet back into forearm plank and extend through the crown of your head. So just hold and breathe here. We're going to take 8 breaths. So try to bring your hips in line with your shoulders. I know my hips or my butt likes to go up. Press the floor away. Shaking is good here. It means you're changing. And when you're ready, rest. Lower to your knees, have a seat. Sit with your head above your heart. Maybe close your eyes for a moment. And sometimes I like to put one hand on my belly, one hand on my heart. As a reminder, you are alive, you are safe, you are home. Now again, we're going to go back into that forearm plank, but this time we'll lift our hips into dolphin pose. And we'll hold for 8 breaths there. If you don't make it to 8, that's okay. 2 breaths is great. So forearms down, step your feet back. This time walk your toes in toward your face. So walk your toes in a lot, just like downward facing dog. But you're on your forearms, your head is away from your mat. That's a big question here. Your head is away from your mat, not resting on your mat. Walk your toes in a little bit more. Press your forearms down, draw your belly in, look to your knees. Breathe. And then when you are ready, lower down, have a seat, either cross-legged or sit on your heels. Close your eyes, one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Okay. And we'll try this again on the last round. If you'd like to hop, you're welcome to hop. If you don't want to hop, all you have to do is just raise one leg and then set it down, okay? And then we'll move to the wall after this. So from hands and knees, Dolphin Pose. Step back to Forearm Plank and walk your toes in. Look to your knees. Now, this is option one where you just lift left leg and then lower it down. Lift right leg and lower it down. To hop, look between your arms. From the ball of your right foot, hop up and then try to land. Keep going, maybe 3 on one side. And then switch. When you're ready to rest, close your eyes, have a seat. One hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Your goal is to slow down. Now, you can continue like this, you can continue to rest, or I'm gonna go to the wall for a little bit of fun practice. So from tabletop, and it really helps if you have a mirror or like a phone where you can use the reflection. You just gotta see where you're at, come into a right angle. So as you bring your forearms down, find your L stand. I got a whole video on L stand. So find your right angle, look between your arms, maybe lift one leg or the other, right? It's more about getting over your fear of upside down than it is about actually going upside down. And rest when you're ready. Eventually one day we'll practice this so much, we'll just be able to float. And we'll close out this practice with 3 bridges. So you can lie on your back any way you'd like to face is just fine. Let's start with bridge. Rest your hands beside your hips and make sure that your knees are hip distance apart. Look at one spot on the ceiling. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, bridge. Press your feet down, lift your hips, lift your chest, hands beside you, or you can try to interlace your hands underneath you. Inhale, exhale, gently release. And stay here, close your eyes, slow down. So from here, either bridge pose again or set up your wheel pose. Tuck your hands in by your ears. And if you only lift your hips up, that's okay. If you can do a little bit more, lift onto the crown of your head. I like to bring my feet wide for this, and then lift. Press your chest towards the back wall if you're up. And then lower down, on crown of your head, Bring your hips down and rest. Feet together, knees wide. One hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. And again, you can rest here. You can take bridge or one last wheel. And this time we'll try to lift one leg in the air, either in bridge or in wheel. So for bridge, hands beside your hips. For wheel, tuck your hands in by your ears. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. Stay here or try to lift one leg in the air and then switch. When you're ready, lower down. And we'll stay here and rest for the rest of class. Feet together, knees wide, or knees together and feet wide. Right hand to your belly, left hand to your heart. Close your eyes. And then bring your knees into your chest. Come into happy baby pose. Grab the edges of your feet, gently rock side to side. I give myself more room. And then rock side to side. And then pull your right knee into your chest, stretch your left leg long, spinal twist. Take your right knee to your left side, lift to your right hand. And then same thing just on the other side. Pull your left knee in, stretch your right leg long, and twist. Look in the opposite direction of your knee. And then gently roll into your back. Big knee hug here, so pull your knees into your chest or face towards your knees. Inhale and exhale, release. Find your final pose. So take as much time as you need. I like to take anywhere from 5 minutes to 10 minutes or even just 12 breaths if you're really out of time. So palms up, close your eyes, and bring your chin to your chest and back to your natural breath. Please stay here longer, especially if you need more time. If you're ready to come up, wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently roll to one side and then help yourself up. All right, take a moment to sit up tall. Hands to your knees or in your lap, close your eyes. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And bring your hands together in prayer. Thank you so much for joining me today, for all the love and support that surrounds me, that surrounds you. And thank you for subscribing to this channel. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. And I have so many things going on throughout this channel and throughout my online business. If you'd like to check it out, I will see you there. And please let me know if you have any questions. Bye, everyone.